Previously on Sidemen Reacts, KSI said this.
I never get this shit. Like, what? Like, I get it's martial arts, but what are you gaining from just being able to spin a stick around? Like,
well, let's just say you're in an alleyway with 10 bad guys.
10 bad guys.
You in East London, you encounter 10 bad guys. 10 bad guys in my land.
And in this video, the boys can't stop laughing about it.
I defeated one bad guy. As I sprung off the alleyway steps.
I'm trying to get it all out. I'm ready.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another React. We got Harry, Toby, and... What?
Huh?
And Ethan.
Cheers.
What would happen if Antarctica melted? Any ideas?
A lot more water.
A lot more water, a lot less ice.
Great, well, let's watch a 7-minute video telling us that exact thing.
Maybe we're the bad guys. We're melting Antarctica.
This is Antarctica.
boys, you know what it feels like? We're having like a lesson right now, and you're the fucking 4 boys at the back or 3 at the back, just fucking taking the piss out of the video we're trying to watch.
I'm not trying to take the piss.
Just
I'm
pay
trying
attention.
to
Just pay
learn.
attention. Come on.
This is Antarctica. Today, it's mostly known for ice, penguins, and not much else. Or, in another way, Antarctica is easily forgotten, with some people not even bothering to include it on their world maps.
Wow.
Wow.
Well,
In modern times, we're beginning to hear more and more about the Earth's southernmost continent, mostly through news reports of melting ice, rising sea levels, and maybe some popular documentaries. What I say, ice and penguins. On the whole, however, discussion on Antarctica is focused on climate change.
Antarctica.
Of course, climate change is a tremendous issue.
You lot having fun?
I'm sweating.
there's literally nothing funny about this. We're literally staring at ice.
I'm sweating from trying to hold it in. I can't get it. Oh no, I'm
Fucking
sweating.
hell.
If all the ice did melt, what would happen and what would we find underneath? Let's start with what would happen to the rest of the world first. So, 98% of Antarctica's surface is smothered under a massive ice sheet with an average depth of 1.6 kilometers.
That's a mile.
Oh, damn bears.
And despite how big or small Antarctica looks in maps, it's actually the 5th largest continent on Earth.
Ooh, question, boys. What is the biggest continent in the world?
Africa.
Is it not Asia?
I think, isn't Australasia? Yeah, that around there, no? I don't know.
Okay, we've got 3 different answers here. Let's find out.
Asia, no?
Pretty sure it's Africa.
It is Asia.
Oh.
Oh,
Ha, suck it, Jid.
fuck.
Covering an area of 14 million square kilometers. That makes it 1.4 times the size of Europe and nearly twice the size of Australia. So, some
that's
quick
kinda mad.
math, 14 million square kilometers of ice at 1.6 kilometers deep gets you around 26.5 million cubic kilometers of ice. For comparison, that's nearly 11 times the volume of the Gulf of Mexico. And in all, Antarctica contains 70% of the Earth's fresh water. So, if all of it were to melt, the entire world would feel the impacts. First, and perhaps most obviously, sea levels would rise by around 60 meters.
That's actually a lot, you know, to be fair.
That's ridiculous.
Places like the US state of Florida, the Amazon River Basin, and central China would entirely disappear beneath the ocean.
Look at the UK. The South is finised.
Oh,
Yeah,
man.
we're done in. We're done in.
Oh,
We're done
man.
Wow.
Yeah, not great.
London's now Venice.
No, London will be fine, right?
No!
You think London's just invincible?
Bro, when the Thames gets too high, we're fucked, bro. Have you not seen the Thames high?
Shit, yeah, you're right. Fuck.
London will be fine. There's plenty of bad guys.
God, bro, it's just...
Bad guys on boats.
In total, anywhere between 1 and 2 billion people could be displaced by this event. Next, all this fresh water would alter the salinity, aka the saltiness, of the ocean. This in itself would damage many marine populations and could even force the extinction of sensitive species like corals. But more importantly, the decreased salinity would alter the density of ocean water, which in turn could disrupt ocean currents. This would throw off the whole circulation of water throughout the oceans and the atmosphere. In short, the Earth's weather could be drastically drastically altered, potentially turning traditionally humid agricultural land into deserts, while places that might be deserts today could become floodplains unequipped for large-scale agriculture. And because Earth's weather system is so complex, we really would have no way of knowing where changes like this would occur. We'd essentially be sitting ducks in the face of drastic global change.
I mean, isn't that already happening anyway?
Yes.
That's what we're trying to prevent.
In England, we're just getting wrecked. 1 minute it's sunny, the next it's snowing.
Yeah, but we can deal with it. The real issue is the poor like tribes in fucking the desert that are about to get ruined. Like we can firm it, I think.
Right. Cheers, Bog.
I'm just putting it in perspective. Like we're complaining about the weather changing.
Not the
a little
poor
bit. People-
fucking animals. No, it's the tribes.
No. Would you? No. Like it's we can deal with some wet weather and not a great summer, but there's a place in the world like I don't know, fucking Sri Lanka or something where they can't fucking like.
When David Attenborough pops his clogs, don't worry. We've got the next fucking G.
Do you get what I'm saying though? Oh, don't worry.
No, I hear you, bro. I hear you.
Yeah. Same.
But what about the land of Antarctica? What would we find there? Alright, so today Antarctica looks like this.
Bro, the way he says it jars me, bro.
Antarctica.
Today, Antarctica looks like this. Pretty boring. These parts aren't technically part of the continent, but rather they're just ice shelves hanging over the ocean. Taking them away, it still looks rather unspectacular. But stripping all of the ice away reveals something unexpected. What appeared to be a single landmass is actually a collection of mountainous islands with 5 main bodies
Ooh, that's kind of cool.
That's quite sick.
and a bunch of smaller ones, close to a large flatland region making up the majority of the land area. So what looks like a contiguous continent now, in a lot of ways looks very similar to Australia and the accompanying Malay archipelago.
He's trying to copy yard.
The notable features of the continent today would become isolated into islands of their own, with the Antarctic Peninsula becoming the largest of these such islands, while Vincent Massif, the continent's tallest mountain, would become the island with the greatest elevation. The Transantarctic Mountain Range, which today is the 4th longest mountain range on Earth, would barely remain connected to the main landmass.
That's kind of cool. I say we plow on with global warming. I want to see that.
Weapon to the tribes, bro.
Fuck the tribes, bro. Look at the mountain ranges, bro.
For comparison, the Antarctic Peninsula would measure roughly 250,000 square kilometers, which is almost 50,000 square kilometers larger than Great Britain and barely smaller than California.
Boy.
Oh.
Because the land was under such heavy ice for so long, the crust actually sank into the mantle here. With all that heavy ice removed, it would slowly bounce back up over many thousands of years. This is called isostatic rebounding, and it's happening currently in places like Canada and Norway as a result of glaciers from the last ice age. So when all is said and done and the crust is back in place, Antarctica would look more like this.
Oh.
Oh.
Ooh.
I rate you like I give a shit. I rate it.
No, that was actually interesting.
No, it's kind of interesting.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hey, fuck you, man.
Bro, it popped up and everyone went, wow.
Could tell how buzzing JJ was for this one.
I've heard Ethan sigh like 20 times this video.
Even without ice, Antarctica today would still be a barren and inhospitable country. First, it would still be located right on the South Pole, meaning temperatures would be frigid year-round, and for half of the year the sun would never rise above the horizon.
What was that gasp, bro?
Antarctica would be devoid of most soil or arable land. After millions of years beneath those massive ice sheets, all sand, silt, and clay would have been dispersed, and what's still underneath is likely only sheer bedrock and gravel.
Fucking hell, this video is boring.
JJ, you dug to bedrock, bro. No. You dug to bedrock. Wait, I'm just waiting for to know JJ linked this video, by the way. JJ, don't lie.
I'm so bored.
You saw 7 minutes in it and thought, yes.
Yeah, bro. I saw a 7-minute video. Let's go. Could be a belter. Fuck me, I'm bored as shit.
You ain't said a word, bro.
Bro, what is there to say?
There is nothing to jump in at. There is nothing to jump in at and say anything. Like, what are you going to say? Oh, nice fucking rock formation. Like,
Just soaking it in.
We're learning, boys. We're learning.
The best we could hope for is for a tundra ecosystem to slowly develop, featuring wide stretches of moss and lichens. Perhaps still with millions of penguins, though. Here's hoping.
Penguins.
The land could be used as grazing land for musk oxen, which are capable of living under such conditions. And maybe species like Arctic hares and Arctic foxes could be brought down on boats to create a true ecosystem.
ooh, that's kind of cool.
What the fuck
Arctic
was that?
foxes are so sick.
That is sick. Now, look at the rabbit, bro. That's sick.
Oh my god, mate! I thought the ears were the mouth.
Oh my god.
What?
Oh my god, look at it.
Bro, look, imagine.
Pretend it is
like
his
a-
mouth.
Yeah, bro.
Looks like a fucking duck.
Yeah.
JJ looks at it and goes, what the fuck is that?
What the fuck was that?
What's happening?
Alright, lads, compose. We've got 2 minutes left.
Oh god.
The landscape would be fraught with small lakes and ponds, similar to northern Canada, again due to glaciation, and most of the low elevation regions would end up looking like this.
That's beautiful. Look at that. Lovely.
Shut up, bro.
It is. Actually, it's quite nice.
And while large-scale farming would be
There's the
impossible
tribes.
here, Antarctica could become a hub of another major economic activity, mining.
I'm sorry.
I'm dying. I can't do this.
Mom, you saw the leg of someone.
Bryce, he's on foot. He's on foot.
No, he's wearing like a tribal thing as well.
Oh, Mom, all you can see is his fucking foot.
See, tribes.
It's a one person. How can we try?
Huge reserves of both coal and oil are predicted to lay underneath Antarctica, which until this point have remained completely untapped. Also expected to be found here are deposits of iron, copper, platinum, gold, silver, and uranium.
JJ, say it. Say it.
Platinum.
Who exactly gets to take advantage of these resources, however, is still up in the air. Currently, 7 countries lay claim in Antarctica, but these claims are tenuous and most likely to be ignored if real land emerges.
I saw this. There's a lot of dispute about who owns what.
Hopefully, the UN could mitigate land distribution to avoid things getting violent. Perhaps even land could be assigned based on how much land a country lost due to rising sea levels. In a way then, Antarctica could become a land of refuge, and would even maybe become a country of its own, united by climate change, populated by refugees, rich from their abundant resources, and maybe with a very unique cuisine.
Oh. What? Not cuisine.
Oh,
No.
Oh, brother. No. Couldn't eat pingu. That'd be outrageous.
Would you eat a penguin? I'd eat a penguin. If it was served
I'd
to me,
I'd
eat a
try
penguin.
it, yeah. If it was a nice
I'd try
dish,
a
I'd try it, yeah. Who's skipping through the video? What the fuck is that?
Hey yo, we're done.
Great video, JJ. That was class, bro.
Yeah, no worries. You know me.
Appreciate
Hey,
that,
in a
bro.
bit.
That's-
In a bit.
Thanks for watching Sidemen Reacts.
Thank you.